Hi there. Going to start my final match of this season with Bryan. We're gonna play Dominion. Okay, so draw here is just Madman. But that's probably sufficient to do a big inventor turn. If it's uncontested. So we have to angle towards that. There's no other villages to support that though. So that makes it a bit of a pain to try and actually do. I mean, in practice, if you were uncontested, you would just for sure lose. They would get however many provinces, and then you'd get the rest and win. Splitting the hermits, if you have 5 madmen, 6 inventors, that's still... I mean, it's probably a triple province turn with, 3 duchies or something. Which isn't going to win, but I guess if you get 6, though, then that could be good. Yeah, assuming that it's a mirror... Well, you could have some pawns, so you can do a little better than that, depending on how many inventors you get to play. Probably you can get higher. Okay, so I'm going to open with the inventor, I guess. I'm not sure, really, to be honest. The mirror will be a bit strange to play out, I think. You could do double hermit, too. Would be totally reasonable. But it's going to be... you can't play more than 1 hermit a turn, so... And you still need to get some inventors. Just to have any sort of threat. The deck will not be super great splitting the resources, but sort of the alternative, uncontested, it will work really well, and the other player will just automatically lose. Somehow you do need to get multiple inventors, though. To me, I'm not really sure what the play all ends up looking like, because he had collision or his hermit missed. I could have bought a hermit, of course. This will be double hermit. I guess the split is pretty important. So I got up to 5. We'll see if he gets the last and we split him. Maybe I should have bought a hermit when I got the madman. Okay, so I did get the last hermit. So I guess I got 6 of those. I opened with 1 and then I got turn 3 I got 1, turn 4 I got 2. Turn 3 I got 1, turn 4 I got 1. Turn 5 I got 2. And then here I got 6. Okay, so I got 6. I can either buy or I can start converting to madmen. I guess I probably just want to get the madman. Here I'll start taking havens and maybe pawns. Maybe I should prioritize pawns. The only thing to watch out here for is like the 3 pile. But other than that, I should be in a pretty good spot. Haven certainly is good, but maybe later. Come up to 3 madmen now. This can be... I'm not fully sure what the order I should convert these things in. Like this could be inventor pawn. Probably I need to play inventors when I have them in hand because otherwise I can't really gain the inventors. So that gives me 3 inventors. So he's blowing stuff up a bit here. The major worry will only be pile outs. I would say I'm not too worried about other concerns. But nobody's really close to those number of gains yet. In theory, I can play 7 inventors. I guess the other thing with the inventor, I don't need to have 7 at the start of the turn. I really only need well, probably 5 would be good to have at the start, but alright, we're gonna say that this can be another inventor. I wouldn't mind the Havens, though I can... It's probably really the next shuffle where they're going to be better for me, but... Okay. He's losing Madmen, so he's just... I have all the Madmen right now. So he's going to be limited in his ability to just quick pile something out. So we're okay for now. I would think. He can run some piles here. At least a little bit. Which I'm pretty okay with in general. I think this is going to be another Madman. I mean, assuming he doesn't get three-ish provinces, I should be able to finish okay. I'm up to 4 Madmen. This will be 5. This deck itself isn't particularly worrisome to me. Some point I have to consider I'm more likely to have some sort of collision here, but I don't think he can do 7 gains. Well, he can't do 7 gains, but now I'm up to 5 Madmen. I guess. Maybe he's saving one. Either I got a bigger hermit split or I'm just confused. All of these things are possible. I have 3 madmen in the or there in the discard. Maybe he has one. Because we'll find out if there's 2 madmen in this hand. So I think I can pile out now. Depending on what exactly. Maybe if he lowers, I would say I definitely can. I still have like a hermit. I mean, 2 madmen is not guaranteed to draw, but it's fairly likely to. My only issue is gonna be my score going down a little bit. Well, by 4, I guess. The madmen will go down. If he lowers piles at all, that may help me some. So if I blow up here, I have to get. Okay, so I have 3 pawns. I think I have 4 inventors. I have a hermit. Maybe I have 2 hermits. I'm not really sure where the other hermit is. For some reason, I'm thinking he has it, but I have 1 or 2 hermits, and then a buy. So that's 9 gains, which should be sufficient. I think I can play all the terminals too if I get the madman plays. So let's just go for it. Okay. So we will draw. We want to get some amount of pawns, and I have 6 madmen, so I can play 7 terminals. Okay, I don't have a hermit. Apparently. I don't think I need the hermit, but Okay. Oh, he had 2 hermits left. Okay. Yeah, I was confused on the hermit count for sure. But I did win the Madman split. So anyway, my original count was correct, and then I confused myself later on throughout the game. So he was first there. Yeah, I felt fine once I had the Madman split. So this has got governor and militia, which is all. Oh, but it also has. Okay, well, all right. Okay, it has the things. I don't remember how this one works though. I mean, I know roughly how it works. I wonder if you buy any governors in it. I guess you don't start with that, but I wonder if you buy any governors in it. Oh well. So you just open market square, and then you, because it could still be nice to have a governor later on to double province some turn. But anyway, as long as I don't have 2 estates top decked, I get the nice opening. I can't remember. I'm going to gain 3 gold, so I guess you can have 4 stop cards, right? Safely. I mean, you can technically keep 5, but it's not. Well, it's pretty safe, isn't it? To keep 5. You don't have to have a. Well, what do you get? 9 plus 11. So you might get. I guess 11 doesn't really help you. Well, you're going to donate again, so in theory it does. But as long as you get a single market square, you're okay. Right. With a single market square, you're okay, and then you get you can potentially buy a 4th one. Well, you're guaranteed to do that anyway. If you just keep 3, well, right, if you just keep 1, you're still guaranteed to do that. It's just whether then future, I don't really know. We'll just do this. Oh, I did draw it. Holy cow. That's pretty bad. I don't know if there was even really much upside for paying the additional money. I doubt it. So, like it's probably just gets washed out anyway. Holy cow. This is pretty rotten as far as it goes. That time I got rid of everything too. I may buy a governor here. So he's going to get 4 golds. I guess I could buy silvers. I can also just buy a province. It's pretty depressing, actually. I could have bought silvers. That maybe would have been worth considering. So he just... Oh, okay, there. That makes sense. Okay, so... I don't know if there's really any particular value in waiting to green here. But I'm a bit lost as to what I'm doing, so I could certainly go like governor militia. I could even go copper governor militia donate. The golds probably don't do much for me at this point. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit low on stuff. Let me think. I've got 2 golds in the bottom. I got 5 golds. So as long as I can go gold province a couple more times, it's okay. Or like remodel by province, it's okay. So I don't need to like here, if I can double province, then as long as I can double province the next turn, I'm in good shape. So I can even just take the province here and leave a governor on top. Would have been nice-ish to get a it would have been nice if the province... Well, maybe not. It would have been okay to get another gold, but... If we can double on this turn, which... I guess I can't guarantee it, but... I could change the militia to another governor. or something. If I think he's going to attack me, that's what I want to do. And in fact, if I think he's going to attack me, I want to discard the market square for a gold as well. Can he triple? I can just take one here. Just remodel and buy a raise or something. I have to think about what the likelihoods of my... I mean, what do we got in here? 2 market squares, 3 provinces, and 2 golds. It's not looking really great for the next hand, particularly. He also... Well, he probably has a couple market squares in there, so he could draw into something. With a really good draw, he could triple, so... Well, he's going to buy 1, right? So we're going to go down to 3. Double's pretty easy for him. I essentially have to double or nothing. But double's going to be kind of hard. I'm going to get like 1 card off the shuffle to look at. And then of course, my next shuffle, as I mentioned, is garbage. So I almost have to draw through. Not sure I did this correctly. I could have, of course, kept the militia. That was always a option. And now I'm guaranteed, of course, to not... That was just kind of rotten draws, but also I think I played it stupidly. He's just going to triple on his turn. Just like super easily. I made a number of kind of dumb plays here. Does he have $24? Yeah, just yeah, that should have been mine. I mean, I got bad draws on the donate stuff. But the first one I shouldn't have even risked it. Again, it's like $1 less, but I don't really I don't know if that dollar ever can actually matter. Like, you have to think about what the future turns can look like. And I just don't know. We have another governor Market Square game here. This time with no discard attack, no donate. Yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in how I played that last one. Definitely bad draws for me at one point. I don't know what I should have done at the end there when I knew I had garbage upcoming. I guess I probably should just draw once with governor and then try and buy a couple governors, just to at least clear the top off. It would only give him one card, and he probably still couldn't triple the next turn. I would think that would be pretty unlikely. What's the druid got? Well, nothing overly exciting. I'm just gonna go with Temple Market Square, I guess. It could have been silver, but this here I get the really nice draw. Which I'm pretty happy about. Would be nice to get a governor now. I guess you can do minion here. That doesn't usually work as well with governor. I wouldn't say it's impossible to make work here, but so these aren't the best draws ever for this round. But we're still in an okay-ish position. Here I'll trash gain a gold and buy a governor. My governor bottom decked, but I have to think if the minion stuff is in any way persuasive. I'm leaning towards no. Oh, maybe my governor didn't. Maybe I'm just confused. So I didn't have a governor. It's probably yeah, I didn't have a governor. That was just my first one. That's okay though. Here I'll be able to buy one. I think it's guaranteed, but I guess it's not, but it should be close to guaranteed. I think it is. He's definitely ahead of me, but what can you do? Oh, he did get a minion. I just totally missed that. Okay, he bought a minion. I'm pretty undecided on how I feel the minion will work or not. Because, like, a lot of times it'll be awkward to do the shuffle on yourself. I would think. Like, if you do it after you play some governors gaining golds or gaining provinces, then it may not be that safe to do a shuffle trigger. So I could stop here. I could just gain gold and trash and buy a governor, which is a good turn. Though it feels like I maybe can do better. Though really only if I draw like a market square and stuff. But let's go for it. So I don't know that this was really any better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so yeah, this was a little bit better. That was basically a perfect draw for me. Depending on what he does here, my plan would probably be to try and get a governor in a province. I assume he's going to take 2 of the governors. I guess 3 isn't impossible, but if he's going to do the minion on me, I don't know. If he's going to do the minion on me, then I'd like to get rid of the market square. Oh, whoops. I missed the poorhouse thing. I always forget the poorhouse. Well, whatever. I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll get a hand where I draw and trash all my golds and then play the poorhouse for $2 or $3 and it's the hero. So I'm going to just try and buy as many governors as I can here. So he's going into provinces. That's fine. Do I want another gold? Probably I do. don't know what's at the end here. So I have the governor split, but of course he's a bit ahead in the scoring process. If he can double 2 times, then... Of course, that was my big plan on the other game, and that didn't pan out. Though I think I probably botched it up in whatever way. Obviously, the main thing I could have done in my other game would... Yeah, this is not the time to think of that. Probably the main thing I could have done in my other game was to... I guess it would have been a reasonable turn to do a... trash to protect against minion, maybe. What am I trying to say? That on my other game, I should have kept the militia and gold and governor. I could have drawn once, played militia, bought a governor. That would have been probably the best thing. Wow, he still had that much money. This would be kind of hard to come back from. Points wise primarily. He's probably getting the temple. Yeah, I think those buys were reasonable. I'm really gonna need 5 of the provinces, and then something else too. Okay. So he does the same thing as me. I could buy nobles. Or I can buy other stuff. The nobles isn't actually that good, but I mean, unless you get 2 of them in your hand, then that's pretty good, but this is just the point deficit here is going to be tough. For sure. I could get down to... I can't even get down to 4 yet, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if he did another one, I could, but... I really got a double here. And he maybe can just triple. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have that many governors. It's not easy for him to triple, but he could potentially do it. Oh, triple doesn't matter. But anyway. I guess if I quad, that could be pretty good. I don't know if I can quad. He'll be able to defensive trash some. I do have a lot of golds. Or a lot of governors. It's going to be hard to... 6. Yeah. So, right now in hand, I have triple. I mean, I'm going to have to go for it at this point. Last card's a bishop. Not particularly useful to me. I don't have anything like enough money. For some reason, I thought I had money. It's just I do not. Like, I have to gain a minion. This is... Just how bad this is. I should have gained a gold off that as well, but I don't have anything close to the amount of money that I need. I don't know if he can triple or not, but that's not gonna help. Those are nice border guards. Or I guess the one was kind of bad, but I assume he can still. I mean, he hasn't played to his governors, so I assume he can still like province or double province. So I'm pretty well sunk. Yeah, like this is just too many points. Also, I trashed my bishop. Which means I need to get another bishop. Like that's my only out. I mean, I don't have an out, but that's my only out. I don't think I have any twos, so I have to like buy one and some duchies maybe. I don't. The minion just left, so we gotta go find the minion. There's the minion. I don't even have any twos because I kind of stupid. This is going swimmingly. 10 would have been nice to do bishop nobles, maybe. I think we can safely assume he'll have the required cards. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could be convinced that I played badly. I need to look at it again. I was still thinking about the game before, which is always very useful. So this has no buy. So there's basically two. I would say there's probably two schools of thought about how to approach this one, which would be something like, how do you get something like, can you manage to inheritance somehow rapidly, versus do you just give up on that and ambassador them stuff? There's no villages, so there's some limit to how messed up they get with that. Some limit. And of course, yeah, spiking 7 will still be pretty huge deal. I'm going to open Transmogrify Ambassador, I guess. And then Shepherd Merchant. I don't know. I really don't know. You need some Ambassador to remove the coppers, but beyond that, it's just not the easiest thing in the world to figure out, I don't think. He got the better Ambassador. Here I can get a hunting party, which is nice. You can also go for a giant. Which should get you inheritance the second time you play it, but that'll be a little bit slow. I could have gotten whatchamacallit, of course, as well. Well, no, that wouldn't have made any sense there. This is really sad. Shepherd hand. But what can you do? The answer, my friend, is nothing. I think I'm gonna I'm just gonna return one and buy the merchant. I don't know. Did I hit it? No, I got 6 as well. Okay. So I can buy gold or I can buy a hunting party. So I'm going to buy a hunting party. This is going to be a shepherd, I guess, for the silver. Though I guess that's guaranteed to not do what I want. If I understand how these cards work correctly. I don't believe I have 7 coppers in the deck. Wait. Probably I can inheritance here. I'll just inherit I 'cause 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 'c 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I've got 5. Okay, I can return the coppers. I guess I'm just going to buy a province. This is basically just me hoping the points lead holds out. I think both of us will probably tend to draw deck most turns. I have a little bit of deck thinness lead. Transmogrify can help too. I don't know if I want a shorter game or a longer game. I should just save it for a rainy day regardless. That was almost quite bad. Okay. Okay. I'm okay now. Let's get the shepherd. So the question here is whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whether I should go down to flat 0, or sorry, whether I should go down to draw or not, draw or fail. I guess he's probably giving me a copper back, so it won't quite be that. Yeah. I was going to say that he can technically end the game on his turn, but not with like a win or anything. Not with anything close to a win, so. And I can I just have more leeway with regards to that because of the points lead. But and if he dudded, then it's even harder. went to me. I wouldn't blame it at all if he had dudded for the resignation. I mean, you might wait to see if I start off, but it's just going to be pretty hard for him regardless. Okay. I don't really know what the fastest to get. Quarry's probably not that great here without the buy. You could open to replace silver. You can open Exorcist Tournament. I mean, you could save the token. I would probably lean towards using the token myself. Bane of Fortune shouldn't really matter too much. He's using the coffer, so he's Seer and Native Village is also like a really good or fairly good interaction. See if he gets what he pairs his tournament with. He's just double tournaments, which I think is maybe a little strange, but whatever. He may beat me to province if he goes for economy stuff. So my replace and my silver both miss, which is really bad. And my replace doesn't find a particularly good target. I guess I'll put a seer on top. So he's definitely, he should win if he plays pretty clean. I would think he would have not a whole lot of trouble pulling that out with the draws thus far. I would get a seer if I were him. Yeah, I agree with that. This was a really nice draw for me. Certainly. Very good seer. So I can basically decide how aggressive I want to be with trying to win prizes versus caravans maybe are a little better long term. Or even an exorcist potentially. But I guess we'll go in for this. Obviously the general risk with the tournament is they buy a province and then suddenly you have totally dead cards every now and again. If he gets a seer in hand and draws a few cards off it, he probably hits 8 on his next turn. I could do it too here with like a really perfect draw, but it didn't get it. Okay. Now my next hand is going to be a little sad. It's a native village. Hopefully a seer was bottom decked. I guess he probably can get to it regardless. Yeah, Well, that's nice. He probably has another one, but it's still a few cards to draw through. He probably has some cantrips to get to it. Yeah. 8 wouldn't be too surprising. Well, I guess 1's a replace, and I don't know if another one's in a state or not. In which case 8 would be surprising, but maybe I should have got a gold on my turn. I could be convinced of that rather than the seer. I mean, the seer's obviously like super good here. But it's still a gold potential. Gold could be nice, even if you're just replacing it. This is okay to trigger, and by okay I mean it's like really good to trigger. So this would be way too many tournaments if I bought another one. Just being frank. So my chances here now depend on him probably bottom decking. Probably depend on him bottom decking seers. Now I should be able to get a province on my turn. Okay, so he didn't do too much there. I guess I need to check to make sure I can get to province, but I think it's more or less guaranteed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only... There should be 3 coppers left. I can get another province too if I want. Oh, and there's a tournament. So I should put another caravan on top here. Right? That or I should put a caravan on top and play it, or I should get a seer. I'm going to go with the caravan. Wait, am I confused about my money again? I haven't trashed a copper, have I? No. I guess I can always play this and check what it is. So if I put this province into hand, he's going to be real sad. Yes. Yes, yes. This is like a triple price turn for me. Or close to it. Double should be easy. I guess if he's getting enough money to buy a province, then... But he's not. I can also top deck a province every turn. Maybe. don't know if there was a different thing he could have done to get the province, but he can just buy another seer, I guess. Harbinger is pretty good here. That was pretty sad. Of course. I can get this steed first. Well, I have to get this steed first. I guess I could have got followers first, but yeah, that was going to be triple, and I think I was going to be able to do the I think I was going to be able to replace province on top as well to finish off. Well, that's not how that works, is it? Never mind. That's not how that works at all. Okay, so this is a doozy. I guess here you either go plan ironworks because you're willing to buy a couple of them, or you just do gear ironworks and then maybe look to plan ironmonger. You could also do plan ironmonger, but I think I prefer getting the ironworks to start. You know, it's not clear to me though. Honestly, the planet first is not so appealing with the... Well, the Necro is pretty dead weight here, actually. It's not as bad as the Hovel, but... So yeah, you could do these things. You could do that stuff different ways. You could just open plan on Ironmonger, or you could wait. I never really know how to do this stuff. Ironworks is obviously going to be really good. I guess I should have put the old thing down first. So plan now on Ironmonger. I'll have 4 copper. Okay, I'll have the money. I got 3 coppers. Hovel Ironworks down. So I don't really. I'm not going to trash the OE yet. How you get King's Court, you probably need... I guess you can either draw deck or some amount of Ironmonger stuff. I can't decide here if I want to gain a gear or 2 Ironmongers. I think I'm going to go with 2 Ironmongers. But that's not clear to me. I wouldn't say at all. It could be gear by Ironmonger. Because gear is really nice. Ironmonger's is pretty nice too, though. Dungeon's nice. Okay. So and Monument is fine too. These buys here don't seem like a given to me by any stretch. He gets another Ironworks. I think that's fine. I mean, you want more of those, but not necessarily right now. That's sad that it was the gear, but that's life. Obviously, I'm gunning for, well, I'm gunning more for the expensive stuff than he is. I could have minted there too. That's not crazy at any point. And he could mint if he wanted to mint, I guess. Okay. I have an easy King's Court if I want it. And then the remainder is... So that's the question. Do I King's Court first here? Or do I... mint first. I won't have enough money to buy King's Court on the next turn, barring pretty exceptional luck. Well, yeah. Now my question is whether I ought to try and top deck a gear or try and top deck an Ironmonger. Obviously, if I draw the gear, that's really nice, but otherwise it's better to have, or anything. There's 2 coppers in there. I mean, I can clean it up fairly well, unless the thing I gain is topped. Well, if the thing I gain I top is, yeah. I'm going to leave 1 dead card, most like. Potentially none. No. Basically, this is either top deck ironmonger with no junk, top deck ironmonger with one junk, or just have a free shuffle. But I guess I'm gonna do this. It maybe should have been a mint. I guess if I ironmonger for 2 pieces of economy there, I could have. Well, I still would have had to hit. He's a dungeon. Maybe dungeon was the gain for me. Well, he has ironmongers. I can play the old witch, but let's hope I have something with it next time. This is a lot of the coppers, so it's pretty likely. Okay, there we go. I guess he'll have 7 here. Maybe. I think so. This is going to be a bunch of money, which isn't so useful to me. So the question is, mint or another king's court? This is tough. I probably want to set aside 2 ironmongers. I don't know what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 just... Because there may be another ironmonger in there. There was, but... Okay. This, of course, is a great hand to start with. He didn't get to king his old witch, so that's something. Okay. So I have a somewhat outside chance of a win. Although it sort of also assumes he... Well, I don't think that matters. He would have to trash all three of it. Because I do have... I don't want to start keying Ironmongers yet. Okay. Because if I just find the Ironworks, then it's guaranteed. Which I guess at this point it is. Obviously, the fancy thing here is to buy the buy the fleet, but all right. So I won 4-2. So I'm unlikely to demote. I think pretty much impossible for me to promote. I don't think you can promote with 16. Oh, he's gone already. Well, that's what I get for typing before I look at the chat. Or the player list. Alright, thanks for watching. See me next season for more League B action. Bye.